Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Oh god, I can't stop saying that anymore. I gotta figure out how to take this filter off because I'm only just like doing this. This is the problem. Before I start, I have to. This is not good. Okay, there we go. I figured it's interesting. I'm getting distracted. Ooh, this is a cool one. Wow, googly eyes. Okay, all right. So I guess let's start. What I was trying to think about Tiger King. So, holy crap. Um, that was one hell of a ride. Holy shit. That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my whole life. Uh, Dude, I mean, it was entertaining. It was just a gigantic train wreck. Um, Embarrassing. Just overall unbelievable. Like, to think that people like this exist and like you literally just can't make up everything that happened in that show. It was a spectacle. It was honestly it was like watching a circus just unfold. Um but honestly the truth is that you know Joe Exotic was a psycho. Like everyone knows that he was absolutely crazy. All the things that he did with marrying two men and just all those things he did to Carol Baskin and all those videos and the death threats and all those crazy stupid things that he was talking about, Yeah, he was psychotic and he wasn't right, but honestly, the truth is, outside of every single thing that happened in that show, like the true crime, and no one seems to be talking about this for some reason, is the fact that he imprisoned all these animals for all of these years, that he ran a zoo and these poor animals were kept in cages, and he was one of the biggest reasons that the majority of tigers are not there's more tigers captive than they are in the wild, and he was one of the leading reasons in the entire world for it. He owned one of the biggest tiger farms in the entire country, and like he took away all these poor innocent animals' rights. He used them all for profit. I mean, no one in this documentary was a good person. No one's right. Carol Baskins, anybody, Jeff Lowe, no matter who it is that you're talking about here, no one is correct. But for some reason, everyone's overlooking the fact that this guy was a criminal just through and through. Like he literally ruined these poor animals' lives. I mean, these animals are they're animals. They have no say in what they do. They're born into captivity. They're born into this lifestyle. And, animals, obviously, they have souls. They have feelings. It's just cruelty. It was just total cruelty. And he just exploited these poor tigers. And he used them to just make money. And he just was just so selfish and horrible. So that's really the true crime, not the fact that he wanted to kill Carol Baskins, not the fact that he honestly did anything else. The true evil in this whole thing was the fact that he ruined these poor animals' lives, and he just subjugated them to just everything. I mean, the whole thing's a spectacle. We have to look at the big picture. Like Joe Exotic is not a good guy. Like I'm just trying to be totally serious with this whole situation. It was really entertaining and it was funny, but does he deserve to be in prison for the rest of his life? No, I don't think so. He doesn't deserve to serve 22 years, but yeah, he does deserve to be in jail. 100%. He deserves everything that happened to him. He murdered these animals. He mistreated them. It was terrible, just terrible. So those are my final thoughts. I kind of think that Joe Exotic did get what he deserved in the long term. I feel like karma definitely served its cold revenge dish. Do I feel bad for him? I do. I kind of pity him a little bit because Joe Exotic is just so pathetic, and like it's like I don't think he deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life. I really don't, but he does deserve to be in prison for some extent. It's just ironic, he did all these crazy, horrible things to these animals, and look where he ended up. You know what I mean? Like karma, it came right back around and bit him in the ass. I guess maybe he does deserve it. You know something? I'm just that kind of person. Like I mean. I don't know. It's a very hard question to speak about and to like judge and pass judgment about. Like, does someone like him deserve life in prison? I don't don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's really difficult. I guess if you whatever comments you have, if you believe that Joe Exotic deserves to be in prison for the rest of his life, not for attempting to murder Carol Baskins. I'm talking more on the lines of what he did to these animals. I think that's really his crime. Like, do you think it's like really justified for him to be there? Okay, so those are my final thoughts. Honestly, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Um, it was definitely thought provoking. It was very well done, and it deserves its critical acclaim in pop culture. Um, definitely worth a watch. And if you haven't seen Tiger King so far, definitely check it out. You're in for a wild ride, but just honestly keep in mind like what's actually going on in the documentary and like what the big picture is. It's really not what's going on and like all the antics and the circus like things that are going on. It's really honestly about the real victims, and it is the animals that have been absolutely and completely mistreated and subjugated, and it's sad. It's honestly really sad. Okay, that's it. Those are my final thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.